Hey there guys, Lord Frigid here with an Adamar Sanctum gold farming tutorial. I did get a few requests for this on a couple of my other videos, and while I am not really used to releasing my gold farming strategies, I decided that it doesn't really do me any harm to do so figured why not. I'm going to be doing two runs. One I will be just talking through what I'm doing, and the second will be actually a full-blown timed run for your observance or whatever. I think observance is the right word, actually. So before we begin, 3 keys to a successful farming run as a wizard. Fire Blast placement. If you place it correctly, you will take out very large groups of enemies because Fire Blast radius is absolutely humongous, and I love it. Second, good teleporting. If you can teleport on cooldown, that is optimal. If you can teleport just teleport as close to cooldown as you can to cover the most distance in the least time. And finally, using the control key or the right mouse click button, but I kind of find that awkward, so I just prefer to use the control key. The control key, for those who aren't aware, will cause your cursor to pass over enemies and destructibles that it is hovering over. And so instead of attacking those enemies or objects, you will run right through them. This is good for getting just the perfect Fire Blast placement. I will, on farming runs, actually be holding the control key down the entire time unless I need to Fire Blast or basic attack something. As you can see, Fire Blast is the only skill on my bar that actually requires your cursor to be aiming at a target. So I will hold the control key until I am hovering over what I want to hit, release the control key, launch that Fire Blast or basic attack, and then go back right to pressing the control key. So with that out of the way, I am going to start this talk through run. I actually usually teleport this hallway, but whatever. Fire Blast on this enemy will take out the destructibles usually. Usually he's a little closer to him. I guess my positioning was a little off. Oh well, you'll see it on the other run. Burst of Light there, and ignore the rest of the enemies. They don't really give you that much. It's just 2 or 3 enemies usually. Fire Blast the Shroud Summoner, that will take out the entire group. Fire Blast the Shroud Summoner again, that'll take out most of the group, but again, it's what was that, 5 enemies? That's not too much. For this group, you will want to Fire Blast whichever enemy is closest to the center. Usually it's the Shroud Shredder or the Shroud Imperial Guard that's like kind of right next to him. Where is he? Right here. So in this case, the Shroud Shredder was closer to the center, and that'll take out most of the enemies. A Burst of Light here will take out most of the enemies, if not all of them. Usually, if any are left, it's going to be the Shroud Watchers. And what you can actually do is run a little bit forward about here, and then the Stormgate radius will take them out. Fire Blast that group of destructibles, Burst of Light there, and activate Flame Armor. I haven't been using Flame Armor on the first half of the map for quite some time because you just don't need it. Fire Blast and Burst of Light will take care of basically everything. Burst of Light there, Fire Blast here, Fire Blast on cooldown usually, so basic attack the snake, and then one more Fire Blast right around here, I mean anywhere, really. It'll take out that entire group. So, with that talk through out of the way, let's go ahead and do a real run, and hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here. I will start off this potion and be on my way. So again, actually get those barrels that time. Ignore those remaining enemies. Hit the summoner, hit the other summoner, pour it up here, hit the shredder. Yeah, Burst of Light, and Stormgate, I got one of them, close enough. Burst of Light again, Flame Armor, Fire Blast, just kind of run through, do your thing. Pour it up this hallway, get those barrels, Burst of Light again, get the barrels, Fire Blast on cooldown, now Fire Blast is not on cooldown, go to town. How long was that? 37 seconds. Actually, the time off of a gold farming potion will usually be around 40 to 45 seconds, depending on how long it takes you to load into the map. But that's still pretty darn good. So that was the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful to you. And I will catch you next video. Thanks for watching.